Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kaladin, and in today's video it's another chit chat by the beach. I'd like to talk about how much power do you give to things outside of yourself. I remember this one time. Where was I? I was in Jamaica. 2018, yes. I was in Jamaica and I was staying at a yoga retreat center. And I'll never forget, this lady arrived and she went to the room, unpacked, settled in. But then you could hear something was going on with her in her room, like she was going through her stuff, and you could hear all this noise as if she's shuffling through her stuff. And you could hear her go like, oh fuck, like just something was wrong, something was going on, and it was not a pleasant experience. So we went to see her, and it's like, yo, what's wrong? And she's like, oh my god, I forget which crystal it was, but let's say it's a rose quartz. She said, I forgot my rose quartz. Oh my god, how am I gonna connect to that energy of that stone, whatever stone it was? How am I gonna connect to that energy without having my stone with me? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Why did I forget it? Oh my god, I'm not gonna have like this energy in my life while I'm here, and it's very important to me. And she made a big thing. She made a big thing of it. And I remember looking at her like, well, damn. How much power does that stone have in your life, sis? And just seeing her like completely, become undone, like to just like life was over type thing. Her reaction, at least. I thought, damn, how much power do we give to things outside of ourselves? And to me, it just seems like we forget that the source of the power that we give to those things is us. So if I showed up and I said, listen, here's this pair of shoes. If you wear these shoes, you're going to be financially free by the end of the year. Like, trust me, because this is what happened to me. It's what happened to this other person who wore them. It happened to this other person who wore them. They're all financially free, living their best lives. Not one stress in their lives when it comes to money or, their finances, because they wore those shoes. So here, I'm giving you these shoes now because I did it for myself. They did it for themselves, and now their shoes need to move on to the next person. Chances are, depending of course on the type of person you are and your level of consciousness, but if you choose to believe what I say, you're going to take these shoes and think, oh my god, okay, I'm going to wear them and I know I'm going to become financially free by the end of the year. But really, the shoes have nothing to do with it. The shoes are just shoes. But it's us, through the power of our minds, amplified with the energy coming through our heart, that gives it life, that beats life into that thought, into that belief, that make it so the shoes are magical suddenly. And now, I'm not saying that, let's say, gemstones, crystals, plants, any of the tools that we use for spiritual purposes don't have any type of energy that they emit and that can influence how we feel or our own energy. I'm not saying that. However, this is just a friendly reminder that the real power is in us. And I remember in my early 20s, because I've been on this spiritual, like quote-unquote spiritual journey since I was a little girl, okay? And I remember in my teens, I had all kinds of crystals and gemstones and all kinds of incense for every situation possible. I had all the magical tools, if you will, spiritual tools for any and everything. I was ready for the world. But I depended on them. That's the thing. Kind of like that lady. It's like I had to have them. And in my early 20s, I was intuitively guided to let them all go. Like, let them all go. And I thought, why? I need them. No, you don't need them. You need you. You need to reconnect to your power. Because now your power is going like in one direction, from you towards that thing, versus a two-way street. And that two-way street is whatever energetic influence this tool has, you have to connect with it within you. So let's say, I don't know, you take sage. Sage is known for dispelling negative energy and clearing the energy, purifying it, okay? It's like passing a broom in your house, you know? It's like it's gonna cleanse the energy. Now, instead of me just being like, oh my God, I need sage so I can clear the energy in my home, or to clear my own energy, my own aura. So many bugs. What I was intuitively guided to do was to, first of all, realize that it's a two-way street. And second of all, whatever I believe the sage can do for me to clear the energy, to clear my own energy, I have to tap into that within myself. I have to find that in myself. Where is it within me? So imagine like you're a computer. What keys do you have to press to activate that command of clearing the energy? And that just, like it blew my mind. I was like, oh damn. Because this way, if ever I'm anywhere, I travel, I go somewhere, and I forget my sage back home, I'm not gonna freak out and think, oh my God, well, how am I gonna clear the energy in the new space that I'm in? No, because I know, what keys to press, what type of mental and spiritual connection I do within, what type of command I give for the energy to clean, as if I burn some sage, I smudge sage around me and around the space that I'm in. I connected to that within myself, and therefore it is, without needing the sage. The sage is great to have it as well. You connect with it more from a physical sense point of view, because you touch it, you feel it, you burn it, you see the smoke, so it makes it even more like, but we hold that power within us. It's just a question of learning how to connect with it within, tap into it, and to be able to activate it whenever we command it. And that's with any and everything. I love to use these tools. Coming here to Costa Rica, I brought a few things with me, but I'm also very aware that I don't need them, but I can use them if I choose to, but I don't have to. And sometimes I don't, sometimes I do. And I noticed that I use them more often when I personally feel like I'm not as spiritually strong. There are moments where I feel absolutely depleted, after a long day, or after certain situations that left me feeling some type of way. So I don't feel as spiritually strong and grounded and rooted. And so I need some help to, let's say, clear the energy. So I'll reach for my sage and do it, So in those moments, it makes sense for me. Sometimes I feel like doing it just because the smell is pleasant, sure. But it is not a necessity. It's a tool that's available to me when I need it. And if it's not available, then no problem. I can tap within and make that happen. So I just encourage you to see, like in your own life, where do you feel like you're giving a lot of power to things outside of yourself, to the point where it's like, oh my God, if I don't have it, then I'm not going to be able to do this and that, because they're still objects. They can get lost, they can break, can get stolen, anything can happen to them. So then what's going to happen to you? We have to know that we can do without them. It's great to have them available. Yes, I'm very grateful to have them. But I know that I don't need them. I choose to use them when I want to, when it makes sense for me, but it's not a necessity. And also, I just want to add, with all that being said, this is all another loving and friendly reminder that you are the operant power. You are the altar that you create in your home. So adorn your own body, and not even necessarily with physical things, but your inner self, because that's where it starts. It starts from within and then manifests out. So adorn yourself within as you would your altar, you know. Pour mental, spiritual, emotional libations within yourself. You know, imagine yourself placing crystals within your own body, at every space in your body. Treat your body like an altar. You are the temple. You are the ritual. With every word that you speak, with the thoughts that you have, with the beliefs that you hold, with your values, with your principles, with the way you live life, even the way you eat, everything is a ritual. You are the ritual. You are the magic. It's all within you. It's already here. So you can use tools to help you connect with that's already within you. You are the one who makes things happen in your life, because people make things happen in their life without using all these spiritual tools. How do they do it if they don't use a rose quartz to attract love? You know, how do they do it to cleanse a space without their sage, without Palo Santo? You know, it's because it's already within. You just have to make that conscious decision to return within oneself and tap into your own divine power that's already here. It's already here. But you know, we live in a world, in a system, at least most of us, I'll speak at least on behalf of the Western world, but where it's encouraged, we're actually being trained, where everything, even from our education system, to give our power to something outside of ourselves, for things outside of ourselves to guide us, tell us how to live our lives, what life should look like. You know, like you go to school and then you get a job and you work there 30, 40 years and then you retire. Things are changing. They are, though. But now, even with the social media, again, we're giving power to things outside of ourselves all the time, because these things take most of our attention. You know, we pay attention to them. We pay, maybe not financially, and maybe not with money. A lot of times we do. But sometimes we just by paying attention to them, we're giving them some of our energy, of our precious currency. We give power to things outside of ourselves. And whatever we put our energy into will amplify. So if you keep putting all of your beliefs into things outside of yourself, it will just amplify that, oh, I don't have the power. These things have the power. So these things have the power, and we amplify that belief that things outside of ourselves have power. But how can you take it back? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you truly be the one who manages your own energy, your own thoughts? Are these thoughts that you have are they really yours, or are they somebody else's? Because you've been looking at a certain type of page or a certain type of content all the time, so now these thoughts have gone into your mind. I don't know if you watched my last video talking about protecting your mind, guarding it. Please do, because all these things will get your attention, they'll amplify, and you'll think they're your own beliefs, but they're not. They're somebody else's that you allowed to get into your mind. So same thing with your spiritual tools. The more you believe that they have power to do things in your life, and you just completely put your power into them, and then guess what happens? You need to constantly keep buying them. You need to buy new things, and people are profiting off of that. They're profiting off of the fact that you don't know that you are the power that makes things happen. It's big business, the spiritual stuff. Look it up, how many billions of dollars. And look up where those crystals come from. All the things that we buy constantly, that we find all the time in those spiritual shops. Look it up. There are documentaries on where they come from, and it's not good. I mean, the hands that went and got those crystals and shaped them for you, the type of energy that was spent, and that's probably still, and that are probably still in that spiritual tool now come into your home. Look it up, you'll see. It's not cool. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if this video, you know, resonated with you, this is your vibe, then give it a like and subscribe. More videos to come in the next few days or so. These are it's my last week in Costa Rica. I've been here since December, and I'm excited to go back and spend the summer in my hometown, because it's a really cool place to be in the summer. So yeah, stay tuned for maybe another video or two before I leave Costa Rica. And on that note, I'll let you go, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.